Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a City. And no, I still haven't sort of fixed or upgraded the shader pack, which is why the ocean still looks black. In some cases, it actually looks better than what it did before, and in others, not so much. Today, I want to work on the beach area. It's something that I've been thinking about for quite a while, but it's quite a tricky subject. It's not that easy to pull off, but when you're an island, a beach is quite important because it pretty much surrounds the entire city that we have here. So I do want to do something with it to dress it up a little bit more than what it is. Now, a few people I've seen quietly, like people not complaining, but I have seen the occasional comment expressing concern that the beach isn't deep enough. Like there's not enough beach there. And you're right, and this was never my intended width or, diameter of the beach in the first place. When I originally made this world, way back before the series started, or a little bit before the city started, you'll remember that I put out a video on World Painter, which is the program that I used to make the island of our world in the first place. And what you could do is you could sort of make the terrain how you wanted, and then you could paint certain blocks in certain spots. So obviously I painted sand around certain edges of the island just to give me an idea more than anything, just a simple premise of where we wanted our beaches to be. I didn't want to have sand going all the way around, so I wanted to sort of give myself an idea of where I wanted it to go. Now, I didn't want to go too far in with the sand because I didn't want to waste space in the city with pointless beach. So what I done is I just put this sort of little bit down to then extend on further. And now that we've got this road that comes down here next to the Amanda Hotel, and the road that comes down here in front of the Pigs restaurant and sort of somewhat near the police station wrapping around past the multi-story, all of this space is pretty much wasted. I'm not going to put any buildings on this side of the road. I want this side of the road to be beach. So what we can do is we can just change up all of the grass now in here and make this into sand, and it'll end up being roughly the thickness or the depth of what this part of the beach is, which I think is a much more realistic or much more sensible beach density. So that's an easy one to do. I could do that off camera. It's going to be that little slither there that you can't really see from me being this close. This little area, or this large area, it's not really a little area. This area surrounding the back of the pier. I'm going to go underneath the pier a little bit closer. And then down the back of the nightclub that we've done so far in pretty much a straight line. I might put a little bit of a wiggle in it depending on what we do over there. Obviously there's buildings that are going to go there, so I don't want to do too much in that area. I'm focusing mostly on from this side of the pier around to the Amanda Hotel. This is the public beach area, where the part of the beach that's going to be the most busy. So let me do that and I shall be back. Alright, so the beach is now looking a lot thicker, a lot bigger, and just a lot more sensible, I think. It looks a lot more realistic now, even with the road just leading straight onto the beach, which we're going to change now. I did notice as well, I think I've hit, that button that I hit not too long back on the racetrack video, and I ended up having a box around things. I think I hit it this episode. Whatever button I'm hitting is close by, because that aeroplane now has a weird box around it. I don't really know what it is. Is it to do with the shaders? No, the box is still there. I don't know what it is. It's going to be there for the rest of the episode because I'm not restarting my computer to fix it. I still don't know what button fixes it. But anyway, inhaled air then, too much of it. Nearly drowned myself in air. What I want to do now is have some sort of barrier between the road and the beach. If you go to the beach anywhere, and if there's a road very close by to the beach, there's always going to be a wall for two reasons. One, so sand doesn't end up getting on the road and making the road dangerous, because obviously sand is very small and gritty and can be a little bit slippy for people as well. And then the second reason is for defense. Some sort of sea defense barrier is going to be useful. We don't have the steepest beach in the world. I mean, all the water's only got to come up by one block and suddenly the whole city's flooded. So we definitely need to have some sort of blast protection around the side here. And there's a few ways that we can do it. We could either go with just a simple 1 block or 2 block high wall. Yeah, it could work. But I think what I want to do is make little boulders that go all the way around and have a bit of a boulder rock edge, and then I have some rocks that then sort of dot their way into the beach as well. Very similar to sort of what we done on Planet Coaster on that beachy island on there. So I think I'm going to use this, and there is a way to do it that will only affect certain blocks, but I'm going to have to do it my normal way. I'm not an expert on these brush tools. We want brush of sphere. What material though? Gravel? Gravel could sort of work. No, I think 112. Brush sphere 112 of the size of 2. I want it to be relatively small, yeah. So we can oh no, because it's the same block as the path there. Nope. Okay. Undo. Not that texture. Gravel could work. Anything really rocky looking could work. But there isn't really too many rocky blocks left. I might have to go with gravel. Gravel would work. There's no problem with gravel. Clay could potentially work as well. Yeah, I think gravel is our best option. Oops. Gravel. Nope. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, hang on. We'll just 13. Sphere. I got it wrong. There we go. Boom. Perfect. Okay, undo. So we want to do a little bit of a collection of these sort of rocks around here without hopefully touching the path. So maybe we do need to have an actual wall in there first that we then... No, I can do that afterwards. So I need to come down here, and I want to make these at some different heights, which is hard because, as you can see, with me clicking here, they're all ending up being exactly the same height. If I click directly on top of these, we do end up getting them at different heights, but they look a little bit too square or a little bit too round, a little bit too circular, which isn't going to be an easy problem to solve. Let's undo 10. And again, nothing left to undo. Wonderful, we'll just leave with that one. So now what I'm thinking, or another option I'm thinking, is to go down first with a certain sized brush like this, which is a 2-sized brush, and sort of go down here like this, and then change this to a 3 size, and then go over again. Oop, that's a little bit too close to the path. And then we get rocks of sort of different sizes, like bigger boulders. I don't want it to be touching the path. It's going to make things really awkward later on. Just a lot of stuff to clear up. So we do something like this. And then maybe try one bigger. Nearly. Oops. Undo. Yeah. I think that's probably the best way to do it. And then we end up with clusters of different sized rocks going around the outside. Around the outside. And then once I've got this going down all the way across this road, what I want to do then is put some sort of wall as a barrier, so the rocks don't sort of fall over this way, so it doesn't look... Oops, give it back. So it doesn't look quite as weird to have these sort of giant rock boulders on the edge of the road. It'll have a little bit of a dividing wall. Maybe 3 blocks high, I think, would be the key number for that. So I'm going to go around with these rocks, and I shall be back, and I shall see what it looks like later on. Okay, I'm actually really happy on how this is turning out. This is like how I wanted it to look in my head. I'm just adding some sort of boulders a little bit further out that have washed up or, you know, were never moved over and stuff like that. I haven't got the wall behind the gravel yet. I've just sort of got the gravel boulders in here. But using gravel was a superb idea because the gravel, if you click multiple times on top of each other, obviously it makes a bigger or taller boulder, but because it's gravel, the gravity affects it and it falls, making it not like the perfect spheres that we end up getting on a lot of other builds. So we end up with these tall, natural looking sort of collections of gravel instead. Now I've tried to sort of wisp them out in some parts, you know, to make it like as little camping spots for later on. I've left some parts open, obviously, to get into the beach area. Otherwise, there would be sort of no point having a beach area if there was no way to get in and out. I like the sort of minimalistic amount of rocks that we've got further out into the beach. And then this is the area that I'm really happy with. I really like the height of the some of these rocks. I really like the flow of how it goes. There you go, just like that. I really like the flow and the height and the movement of it. I like this area. There's some sort of like hidden little spots around here. And I can imagine that half of this is because as the waters come in, it's sort of filled up the entire beach on like stormy nights and has eroded some of these sea defense rocks away. I think it looks really, really cool. So, as now the wall that goes behind these rocks, we need to choose some blocks in order to do that. And I'm thinking the first one, an important one, would probably be clay. This clay. And then some sort of accent block on top of that. I think the cyan clay is too dark. I don't think it would work all that much. One that could work would be sandstone, but again, it's very much a sandy block, and there's also, there's already a lot of sand around the area. This chiseled sandstone, which is in our texture pack, like half cobble, half sandstone, would work quite well, but the only problem is that the cobblestone part would be covered up by the path that runs along here, because obviously it's like half a block up above the sand in the first place, so it wouldn't be seen, and it's grey, so it wouldn't really stand out against the rocks at all. Bedrock, no. Stone we already use for the road, and we don't want too much of it. Wool is always just woolly texture. It never really looks any different. The only other one that we've got is stone bricks. So maybe we do a mix of stone brick, like 2 blocks high of stone brick, 1 block of clay, and then a slab. This slab. Maybe even those two. The trouble is it's grey, so the grey blends in with the gravel really well, which is a bad thing in this case. But I was thinking 2 blocks high. Let's just do a sort of a straight line so we can see what it would sort of look like. I was thinking 2 lines of this, or 2 blocks high of this, because then it's high enough to be able to see properly. Then, lag spike. Then a clay line on top just to make it stand out. And then a slab on top to finish off. I don't like that slab. I think maybe we're on to something, but if we use maybe the stone brick slab. Obviously the stone brick makes sense, being stone bricks, it would be something that would be used in there. And then the clay is just there as like a standout block. I think that looks superb. I'm going to run that around the entire beach line up to the pier, and I'll be back again. Alright, I actually like this wall better than I ever thought I would. I think those blocks together are the absolute perfect match. It's not too bright or glary. It doesn't sort of ruin the effect of the area. It's neutral. It'll go with any building that we put around here. It's nice and tall. It looks like it's doing a job. We can still see the rocks above it. And when you're next to it, it's about the same height as some of the walls that are at beaches near me. I don't know, maybe it's exactly the same way you are, but as a kid, I used to walk along the top of these and used to hold my mum and my dad's hand as they walked down there, and I would sort of walk along the top of these. I'm sure everybody's done exactly the kind of thing like that. And if you don't have rocks at your beaches, don't be too surprised that there's rocks at this one. At a few beaches around me, there are these big boulders that they use for sea defense, so it's not that unheard of. It's not like totally weird, but it's not at all beaches, I do understand. But I really like that. So I've got an entrance on the front here, and I've got an entrance on the sort of corner here that allows you to go in there. I really like this. Has already improved the entire look pretty much of the city just by doing this. It's been long overdue that we've done something on this beach area. Now, I do have in the MCHeli mod, in the helicopter section, is it this one? I do have a Lifeguard helicopter that I textured up myself, and you should be so proud. No, it's not that one. That's got guns on it. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. Zono Lifeguard Patrol. I at the moment have this sitting on top of the hospital because I don't have a hospital helicopter yet. But yeah, this is pretty perfect to have as a Lifeguard helicopter. It used to be a military helicopter in the original config files, and there used to be a big MG gun on here. I've still got my cough from being ill, I apologise. Yeah, this used to have an MG gun on here, but I deleted the MG gun off the helicopter by going into the... It was very complicated and very awful, but I wanted it done. And then I got the door open, obviously, on the side here, so, like, I could imagine that this would now be, like, an anchor point for the harnesses, so if they flew over the ocean, and someone was drowning, they would like tie their little bungee or whatever they do around there and drop themselves down, go and pick up the guy and then winch him back up. That's what I imagine that is now. You can sit in all of these seats as well, I think. Or I'm at least sitting in where the MG one was. And obviously it's all flyable with all the controls and stuff. But yeah, so I want that down on the beach. And next to it, I want to have the Lifeguard tower. Which isn't that hard to do, but I think everybody's built a Lifeguard tower in Minecraft before. I'm going to do it the old school way with fences and gates and stuff like that. Gate. I just want... Why are they all black? Oh, there we go. Gate. It's fixed. I don't know what was going on there. Okay, so I want this to go up here, and I want... just 3 blocks in the middle? No, I'm going to go with 2 blocks in the middle. I'm going to do it like this, and I'm going to put a gate. Oh, I can't. I need blocks underneath. I always forget about that. Gates like that, and... Or do I want it an odd number? Because I need a staircase somewhere along the line. No, okay, I'm going to take it back. I'm going to do it 3 by 3. Up the side here is... spruce, I think I'm going to do as the ladder to get up. And then I need a gate on here and on here. I use gates instead of fences because I think they look a little bit neater. And then we're going to go up how many blocks? We don't need to go up that high. 4 blocks high maybe. And then I put in another gate here. So I need, oops. So I need to put blocks on here first. Gate, gate, gate. Ladders. Or we could use this ladder, the rusty ladder. No, I think normal ladder would look better in this case. Like that to get up to the top. We're then going to want to have some stairs. I think I'll go back to oak now. Yeah, I'll just leave spruce as that bit that goes up there. And oak block needs to go here. And then I'm going to put these, I need to shift click those on top of the gates. And then put these in the corners. I'm going to grab a slab as the seat for the guy to sit on, the lifeguard to sit on. And we want, I think, a ladder, a stair like that. I can still get into that, can't I? Yeah, without even jumping. I didn't even jump to get up there then. And then we can put down some more fences now on top of here, here, here. And here, I could put a gate. Let's have a look. Like that. I think that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? And then we need the roof on top. If I had that, I need to do another fence on top. Otherwise, I can't actually get in. It would be 1.5 blocks tall otherwise. Right? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sit on the seat. There'd only be 1.5 blocks of headroom. So I need that up there. And then we're going to go with a red and a white... like a quartz or snow. Snow, yeah. We'll go on the top of here. Red one, red one, red one, red one, white one, white one, white one, white one, red one. It's a little bit too small, really, isn't it? Alright, we'll go bigger. Red one, red one, red one, red one, white, white. White, 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 red, 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 red. That looks a little bit better. Yeah, it looks a little bit more important. Do I like the bottom being flat? Or would I rather have it like that? I think I'd rather have it like that. And nope. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Glowstone as some form of lighting under here. Otherwise, it's going to just look dark and boring. If I do that and then put a red one on top. Yeah, I think that's the best mushroomy looking top that we could do. And yeah, what if we had a gate on the tops of these? Gate. I can still get in and out of this nice and easily, and I can sit on the seat. Or I can actually put a proper seat down, couldn't I? Chair. Couch. I'll use a spruce one, so it's a little bit of a different colour. There we go. Sweet. So there we have our lifeguard tower. I could have more than one of these if we wanted to. Should we have more than one? Is there any harm in having more than one? Yeah, no, more than one sounds like a good idea. So we'll go from here to, oops, not too far. Pause 2. I'm going to go down on the floor. I'm going to copy. We'll have another one over this side. We'll have 3 of them, at least on this side of the pier, because that's the only part that we're really concentrating on. We'll do the other side of the pier once we've got the stadium sort of laid out or finished, and all the other beach houses and stuff like that. And is that too far towards the front? No, it should be good. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe I need to pull it back a little bit. Undo. I'm going to do it back here. There we go. I think that's better. I think I hit some rocks, so because of the air in it. There we go. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, we need the stadium, the beach houses. There's some more industry that I want to do up that end. So there's some stuff that we need to do before we can really concentrate on that beach part, going up this side of the island. So we're going to concentrate on this part, get a little bit of a pattern that we can then replicate throughout the rest. Now, if I rotate it, I need to rotate it by 270 degrees to get it to face my way, right? That rotated, yeah, it was good. It rotated everything but the chair. The chair didn't rotate. There must be something about the chair that doesn't like to be rotated. So that's not a problem. It just confused me. The chair was facing the same way, but the ladder wasn't. Okay, there we go. Man, I hate having a cough after being ill. I think maybe moving the helicopter wouldn't be a terrible idea. No, it's about right, isn't it? It's away from the rocks. It's not too far away. I really like that. I think that looks really cool. Now we want to add some more beachy-like items around the place, which is really easy using carpet. We just get a bunch of different coloured carpet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe not that one. I'm going to use that one instead. 3, 4. Grey, no. Brown, yes. 5. Green and red. And why not that one as well? And that'll do for the minute. So these are going to be little beach towels on the floor. And we want to do these, some of them on their own, and some of them in clusters. For people that come to the beach just to chill out on their own, and for some people that come in a family. So I like to do them as solid colours, rather than like checker patterning them or striping them. I always like these beach ones to be more solid. So I'm going to do a little collection like that over here. A little bit more in this section. I'm going to do some a little bit different size ones now. So we're going to do a 4x4. And then a 3. My normal beach towel is a 2x3. That's like the size that I feel is appropriate. And something like this. I'm going to keep them up on this level rather than close to the beach. I think if you go down there, you're a little bit too close. So having them up the top here, I think makes a little bit more sense. I'm going to make this one a little bit longer. Oh, orange and blue go really nice together. Like really, really well. Just trying to get them facing different directions, trying to make everything a little bit different to the one next to it. Have some single ones on their own. guy next to the lifeguard. He's a little bit paranoid. He thinks if I set my bed right up, or my towel right up next to the lifeguard, I can't possibly drown. He'll know whenever I go anywhere. He's a smart guy. Alright, so we've got a collection of those. We'll make a little bit of a bigger one here. Like that. This is only stage 1, by the way. This isn't all that we're going to do. You know, just putting some beach towels down. I want to have more than this. I apologise for my coughing fit, but I also apologise that the green screen hasn't been quite right. I don't know how long it's been like that for. It's sort of curled on that side. I can't do anything about that. I don't know how long it's been like that for, but yeah, it sort of ruins a little bit of the effect of the video when you can see around the edges, doesn't it? I hate having a cold. I'm so close to it being over and done with now, but there's just still, there's always seems to be that little tiny bit left over that just wrecks me and makes me feel terrible for like 2 weeks straight. Okay, and we've got a few more towels to do here. I probably should have done this while I was having my coughing fit. We'll have a yellow, brown, white. I've seemed to do the least of for some reason. I don't know why. And a cyan one. And then we'll have a collection of ones over here as well. Have some longer ones. Have a big one. Like that. And then some normal, smaller ones at different angles. And an orange one. And I think... Oh, no, I'll do that. And I think that's about good for the beach towels. I think it gives a lot of colour to the beach area. But there's not really enough height now. So what we want to do next is umbrellas. The sombreros, or whatever they're called, to have around the area. Let's start over here. So just so that's what we want to do. Now, I don't want to do these at every single towel. I might do 1 or 2 in a large clump. I might do just individual ones. I might leave some towels with no umbrella. But again, there's plenty of ways that we can do this, either using fences or cobblestone walls. I think because I've used fences already, I'm now going to use cobblestone walls to do the next one. So I'm going to do it over here, because then maybe... No. Yeah. Because then maybe I can copy and paste it a little bit easier if there's nothing else like around me to wreck things. I'm going to do it 4 blocks off the ground. We're going to need some string as well. And you're going to do, or I'm going to do at the very least, white and a colour. It's the way I've always done it. It's the way that I think always looks best. Slab, in fact, we'll do for the middle part. I'm never going to have a brown one, I don't think. So I'm going to put the slab in the middle. And then you're going to put the white ones in the corners. And then you're just going to add any colour to the final 4 ones. And you'll end up with a little umbrella like this. Maybe that's a little bit too tall. Maybe that's 1 block too high. Let's try it 1 block down. It's a nice and simple way to be able to do these umbrellas. Easy to replicate. Let's try it down. I think this one might look a little bit better. White ones in the corners. Orange ones. Or any other colour there. Yeah, much better. Okay. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get my wand. If I could spell. And we're going to select that one. And that one. I think I can do. I'm going to cut. Oops. Undo. I'm going to copy then. Oh, it wrecked the... Why would it... Am I not going to be able to do this? I just wanted a way that I could then easily change the copy. Maybe it doesn't like pasting with carpets on top of string. Oh, no, it does. It doesn't care. Good. Paste. Paste. And then change this one to blue. This one can now be destroyed, because there's no point having that there. Try and get all the string. So there's nothing there. I think I got it all. I can't I can't see any more from hitting it. Paste. We'll have a red one. I'll just have 1 on this one. I'll have 2 on this one. I'll have 1 right here. Paste. Oops. Undo. Paste. We'll have a yellow one. I'm trying to do a colour that isn't in the towels nearby. And another one here. I need to stand here. Paste. Green. No, I've got a green one. Blue one. Blue one will do. Yeah, blue one. And onto this one. Again, I'll have another 2 umbrellas here. I'm going to call them umbrellas. Sun umbrellas. Sunbrellas. That'll do. Green one. And... oops. Wrecked the bed. And... an orange one. Why not? I'm going to leave that one blank. I'm going to put 1 on this one. Paste. A little bit off to the side. Make this one into a red one. I'm going to leave that one. And then I'm going to put 2 on this end one. Then they're nicely spaced out. We'll have another orange one, because I mean, why not? Paste. And a blue one. Okay, the third step is to add some sun loungers. So these are easy. We're going to add some quartz, stairs, and slabs. And you're going to do 2 slabs and a stair at the end. It's as easy as that. 1, 2, 1. And you can do as many of these as you like, sort of next to each other. I like to do like little collections of them, and some of their own. We'll have one facing in a different direction. And focus these around the areas of your towels, of your beach towels. I don't like to do these out in the middle of nowhere. I like to sort of focus these around specific areas of population. It's like where people have bought their own ones. I'm going to face these ones. Always try and keep them facing out towards the sea as well. I know I've got one facing the other way, but it's in the corner. But obviously facing the sea is the direction that most people like to have their sun lounges facing. I'm going to have 3 of them here. I'll have this one sitting a little bit forward, just so it's a little bit different. Put these ones by these rocks. I'm going to just put 1, I think. Just 1 on that area. And then we can face them the other way now for this one. Put these in front of the towels. Just 1 of them. And 1 of them back here, maybe. And then we'll do another double one over here. At the back. Or a triple one. Okay. That's certainly added a lot more character, I think, to the beach now. There's still some little details that we can do. I want sort of more pebbly-like texture towards the front of the beach, but I'll have to texture up a different block for that. But yeah, I was thinking about having like something like a wet sand texture is what I was thinking, and just sort of darkening up one of these pieces of sand, or I don't know, sandstone. Like I've got one that I use and one that I don't in the town hall. So like one of the other ones, I'll just make as a darker looking sand block, and it'll look like it's wet, where the seas come in and out. I think that looks stunning. But that's where I'm going to leave it for this episode. I think this is a huge improvement to what we had at the beginning of the episode. Beaches aren't the easiest things to do in Minecraft. They're a little bit of balance and a lot of opinion based. So if you don't like mine, I won't be offended. You can do yours how you like. But I think this looks really cool. If you enjoyed it, then hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.